just found it. Okay. So when we are talking about these things, when we are analyzing that, the independent variables should be coded, as we said. And when we say when we want to code them, so let's have a rule for it. That how do we talk about these coding? Like this is the temperature uncoded, for example. Let's say we have 100 and 200, like the same example. The coded value that we want to have is going to be uncoded value of that point minus the mean divided by the range, half of the range, in fact. So for example, here the 100 and 200, the mean of between these two is like 150, right? So the value of this mean is going to be 150. Then when we are talking about the range is 200 minus 100, right? So whatever difference that you have between them, half of the range. So it's going to be like 200 minus 100 divided by 2, which is going to be 50. Well, when I want to do I want to code this 100, we would say 100 minus the mean was 150, right? Divided by the half of the range that I had. And then when you do that, it's going to be minus 1. So I'm going to write down the coded value of the minus 1. So in practice, coding is sometimes not performed, like when we are working outside the university. But right now, let's do that because it's going to help us a lot to learn the concepts better. But be aware, if factors are not coded, the cross-product terms in the regression model contain both interaction and main effects. So it's very important that it's going to help us a lot when we're working with the regression model, for instance. Look at here, I have you can do that as a practice. We worked on the 100 for the coding one of the temperature. Try to have practice it for yourself, high level of the temperature, and then for the rate that we had, try to code it, and then their interaction, the interaction of the T and R, try to code it as well. For example, the main thing with this coded, when we say we're changing the uncoded terms to the coded one, is going to help us with the orthogonality. So it's like that. For example, when we have the, look at here I have the interaction. And based on I want to see that if the interaction is going to be interaction of temperature and rate, it would be, what is it correlated with the temperature or not? So what I'm going to have the points, and of course you can say it's correlated somehow, right? So I can draw a line here, here for it. And it should be the interaction of temperature with something else. So it makes sense to be correlated. And when you look at here, you can say this is the orthogonal, right? So you can say that when we have prime, T prime, R prime, and the T prime here, it means that we are working with the coded values of them.